Welcome all. Thank you all for joining today. Today is day 35. Please be seated in a comfortable position. Cross your feet. Clasp your fingers. Take out your glasses and gently close your eyes. And start observing your natural, kind, soft, tender, tranquil, beautiful breath. Let go all your thoughts. Let go of the past. Forget the future and be with your present moment. Be with your breath, masters. Just observe your breath. Yes, masters. Be with your breath. 30 seconds. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unclasp your fingers and place them on your eyes. On my count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently open your eyes and look at your palm. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Patriji. Thank you, masters. Thank you all for joining today. I'll invite Nandini ma'am to take over a topic today.
Thank you, Navya. Thank you, Masters. Thank you, everyone, for this wonderful meditation. And Hital, what a wonderful music that you have shared. A great gratitude to you. It was such an intense music. Definitely, we should use it for our longer meditation. We understand if it was intense for you. We understand if you want to take a pause, take a sip of water. Please go ahead, do it to simply calm all the energies down that we have just received and prepare yourself to be completely present now and be ready for the session because it's going to be intense as well. All right. Would love for you to open your cameras to just be there, to be able to see each other. Thank you, masters. And again, thank you, Hetal, and thank you, Navya. All right. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting and talked about topic, law of karma or theory of karma. All right. So let us understand the real meaning of karma. For a very long time on our planet, people have developed this understanding of karma as some kind of punishment or um, it as a way of revenge or um, a feeling that somebody got something what they have deserved. So we relate all these things with karma. Or if somebody has ever hurt you or somebody has ever done something which made you feel bad, you have or and later on if something bad has happened to that person, immediately the words or the emotion or the thought that came out of your mind or your heart was, see, karma, that happens when you do something wrong to somebody, this happens, right? These are the emotions or the words that we relate with karma. Am I right? Am I saying it right? But sorry to break the bubble. This is not the original meaning of karma. This is the understanding that we have developed with our own, you know, understanding of it. If we truly understand, if you want to truly understand karma, let's break the word down. Karma word simply has come from the ancient Sanskrit karam, which is now pronounced as karma. And karam literally means action, simply action. Actions are the language of this physical reality. In ancient time, karma was understood in a way that the the action that we may take is to be done to bring us closer to who truly we are, to bring us back into the balance. Whenever we feel that we are out of balance, and please listen to this, what I'm saying right now, whatever I'm saying right now, you will understand by the end of this topic today. I am very sure about it. So, mm, whenever we feel out of balance, our free will then come in place, which helps us make certain choices, make certain actions which will again bring us back in balance. That is how karma and free will work together and become one. But instead, what we are generally doing by our unconscious action, by our unaware um, practices, that we are taking actions which are taking us more away from who we truly are, and we are using our free will to make certain choices out of un after out of ignorance, definitely, which is which is separating ourselves from our source, sadly. Karma is not someone or something that is accumulating from the past and then comes back to punish us. Karma is the only conscious action taken in this moment that bring us back to us or into the alignment. That's all. See karma as a conscious action taken in this present moment that brings us back into the alignment. That is it. Write it down, put it on the paper, put it on the wall, and keep reading that again and again. Trust me on that, it will change everything. Karma is not um some religion or some religious idea. There is no judge sitting on the cloud above writing down, what we did and what we will get on behalf of it. Karma is actually a very intelligence based system, universal system, or we can say it as a cosmic law, which is working very patiently, very intelligently to take us, to teach us, or to take us towards the evolution of our soul. See karma as a patient, a very conscious, very compassionate, very patient teacher. Once we start shifting our mindset towards this word karma, a lot of things is going to change in our day-to-day reality. And we'll understand how. People from India over here, or from the rest of the world as well, might have heard this shloka, this line from Vedas, that yad bhavam tad bhavati. right? Now let's break this down. Yad bhavam simply means yad bhavam, as is the bhav. Bhav in Hindi, in English, means emotion, our mind, or our thoughts. Tad bhavati means so is the future, as to translate exactly in English. But what it means is as our emotions, as our thoughts, as our mind, so is our reality. So is our present moment. So yad bhavam tad bhavati, as you are, as your thoughts are, as your emotions are, as you're creating your present moment or your reality. But we will not understand this as a simple translation or the sentence. Let's break this down into understanding as the experience. Okay. I want all of you to take some, keep your water bottles ready, because today there's going to be a lot of talking, I'll be speaking a lot. So I don't want you to go here and there in your thoughts. I want you to be present. So be with me. Okay. Now, let's understand this yad bhavam tad bhavati as some real life examples. For example, if we are feeling insecure from within, from inside, no matter how confident we try to appear from the outside, or how strongly we create a exterior personality of ours as we are perfect, we do not have any issues going on within us. Life will give you certain situations where your insecurity or whatever that is going on within you gets triggered again and again. Why does that happen? Not because universe wants to punish us, not at all. It is because universe is merely showing us what our inner state is. Like if you're gonna go in front of a mirror is just going to reflect as you are. It's not going to add the filter that your mind wants to see you as. If you want to see yourself a little taller or little, however, I don't want to name it, however you want to see yourself, mirror is not going to show you that. Mirror is just going to show you as you are. Same is the reality of the life is just going to reflect back what is your inner state is, not as how you think you want to manifest or think you want to achieve something, until you become that. So yad bhavam tad bhavati, as you are from within, so is your reality. Karma does not only mean that if someone hits us or if we hit somebody, vice versa, somebody is going to hit us back. Or if somebody has hit us, we are going to hit somebody one way or the other. This is not the karma. This is not a revenge game. This is not a give and take game, or process. It simply means that we need to understand. We need to Karma means to understand who we truly are, from what emotions of what emotion or state of mind we are living from, what beliefs we are living from, what beliefs we are making our decisions from. Our thought is a seed, our emotion is the water for that seed, our action becomes the tree, and our experiences that we receive becomes the fruit of all of this. If we understand this, everything changes. You're not going to get something else if you sow there is no cheating in this process. There is no fooling or pretending in this process. We cannot get a mango tree or a neem tree if you're going to sow a seed of a, let's say, rose. In the same way, if you're living in the fear, if you're living in guilt, you're not going to get reality of love, full of love. Whatever you're living from, whatever you're living from within is what you're going to get. Now, here, a very deep point I want to mention about karma. We what we ought to believe is karma, as it's we just understood and we also know, means action, right? And we say that, okay, when we do something, we accumulate karma. But karma is not only created when we do something, karma is also created when we could not do something. When we do not do something, non action is also an action. If we could have, if the situation is such that where it is required for us to do something and we did not do, we kept ourselves, we hold ourselves back, or we ignored the situation. If we could have helped somebody but we did not, we ignored it. We could have applied or use our potential and, you know, show it to the world. We could have given our talents to the world, but we did not, out of laziness, out of fear. This not doing also creates karma, because every human being comes with abundance of potential within them. And if we are not using that potential, we come back to that situation again and again, where universe give us the opportunity to choose again, whether we're going to choose fear now or we're going to choose the truth. Are we going to choose the comfort now or we're going to choose the growth? Are we going to choose being in silent or we're going to speak or express our truth? So again, not doing, not taking an action out of your truth is also creating a karma, because not taking an action is also an action. This is why karma is not a punishment, because it keeps on giving us opportunities to make our choices differently. But this repetition, this opportunity, we see as punishment. We get frustrated of same situation, same challenges, and say, why God is doing this to me? Why do I get same kind of partners, same kind of boss, same kind of employees or employers? Because again, life is giving you opportunity that if this is the same thing happened to you before and you reacted in a certain way which resulted in a certain way, but that did not align with what you really wanted, here is a new opportunity for you to change your response towards that and see the change and bring the change and learn out of it. Express yourself this time. This is how this whole process, this whole life becomes your training program. So our life is just a school for this, for our soul, where we come with lessons in our pockets and it keep popping up until we truly understand it, we truly integrate it and move forward. Now let me talk about a very important subject that correlates with karma: forgiveness. I think we have also talked about forgiveness in self-love session, but today it's important to bring it back. Forgiveness is very important. Forgiveness doesn't mean that something, whatever happened, was right. Whether you did something and if you forgive yourself for that, doing that, that makes you right, or whatever happened, or your feelings or your response to that, or you feeling hurt or bad about that was wrong or unjustified, or should have not felt that. It does not need any of this. Forgiveness simply means that you are not keeping, or you're not keeping yourself trapped in that old story and old energy. When we do not forgive someone, we actually keep on remembering that story, or keep on living that story in our mind. Every day it gets projected in our mind. So when it gets projected in our mind, we keep on reliving, re-feeling that hurt or whatever may have happened, and we keep that alive in our system. And slowly, of course we're going to animate that out in the world. And once we do that, it's going to come back in our experience again. Do you relate with that or not? We're going to keep experiencing the same pain again and again, and it's going to get more stronger then. So by forgiving, we are not making the previous story or right or wrong. We are simply giving us the opportunity to let that story go and change the energy completely. Cut that energy off from our energy system and allowing ourselves to change the vibration from within and hence without. That changes our karma, because then our actions are changed. Yes, Kali, that is hard. None of it, life is not easy. None of it is easy. But what is harder is to keep living that reality again and again. We may find comfort in living in that pain because we are so numb or so used to of it, that it is okay if I'm experiencing that, but I'm not gonna forgive that so and so personality who did this or that to me. How could I? That is a most sensitive topic for us, because we won't let go. But the thing is, we are not punishing that person by reliving that story in our mind. We are only punishing, and I'm sure you have heard that. We all have heard this before, that by not forgiving someone or our own self, we keep reliving that story in our minds, and there is no stopping that. We cannot help ourselves but do that. The moment, try it once, just try it once. Again, forgiving doesn't make anybody right or wrong. It just simply means that now you're ready to change the story. You don't want to relive it again, you don't want to re-experience that again, and you free yourself from that energy that you're trapped in. Simply that. Now, you know, now we think, why are we born in certain family? Why do we get certain partners or certain relationships, same relationships or same friendships in our life, which keep giving us certain challenges, right? We all have once or twice or have thought about this in our life. But if we start seeing our life is a classroom that we have just discussed, the family that we are born into, the country that we are born into, that we are living in, the body that we have created or we have taken from our family, from this nature. These are the perfect setting for our consciousness. We chose this, we chose the parents, we knew the circumstances we are going to get if we chose this particular, and they also agreed to be in agreement or to be in this contract with us. So we choose this perfect setting, perfect environment for ourselves, taking birth in certain land, certain country. Prem is saying how. I'm sure past lives have given you this. The session on past life has made these concepts a little bit more clearer. How do we do that? Like, how before going into business with anybody, you sign a contract with them. You get, okay, if we are getting in this partnership, we need to be clear about these terms, that if this happens, you are responsible for this, or I'm responsible for this is my role, this is going to be your role, this is what you're going to do, this is what I'm going to do, you're going to help me in this, I'm going to help you in this, right? Same way we make contracts with mostly with our close family, like our mother, father, brother, sister. We choose our partners before we come here. We choose the probabilities of the partners that we're going to meet, the kind of probabilities of partners we're going to meet, and when we are going to meet. Everything we choose. But because we have free will, again, free will, freedom of choosing to act from a state of being, we whatever, and forget all of this story, all of this reality that we have. This is not the first time, this could not be your first time that you're coming here, or this is not the first, this could be not a first planet that you have come and lived, or a civilization that you have lived in. There could be a possibility that you're coming from a different civilization altogether, or planet altogether, or you are a hybrid. Again, these are the different concepts that may get clear in coming session of multidimensional living. But I don't want to divert from my topic today. All I mean to say is that we all, choose our particular situations, particular lessons, that hey, this family, hey, you and that contract could have been from your previous lifetimes also. Okay, hey, this setting I also chose last time, and the setting was a little different. I was this and experienced this. I gave you certain kind of experience which I now want to experience, and see what you have felt and what I could have done better. How could I have done better in those situations, and then do better. And so let's come together again and see how if we learn these lessons together, how we learn these lessons together. So we choose these environment, these settings. I'm going to go and take birth. Why did I take birth in India, and why did you take birth in certain land? Why? How? What happens? Do we are placed in certain land? Why do some people feel like I do not belong here, or I belong only and only in this land, I cannot be anywhere else? These are the memories, these are the soul imprints. Okay, diverting from the topic. But everything is correlated. Yeah, Pradeep, thank you for sharing that. We can also this book is so amazing that it will tell you so many case studies in this book that will open your mind to the probabilities that one may take, one may choose when they come on this planet. just for the sake of experience and growth, because that's all soul is seeking. And this is so hard for our mind because it's limited, harsh, but truth. It's limited to comprehend that reality. Um, Soul plan. Okay. So understand, if we understand, the moment we understand that this particular setting is a perfect setting for our consciousness, then everything changes. That every challenge becomes, again, the moment we start accepting things, the hardship also becomes an opportunity for a growth, because now you're open to learn and give back in a different way, from a different energy now. For example, if you're born in a very powerful, let's say a very resourceful family, we you have all the resources, you have all the power. Here you have an opportunity to learn to how you can use this power in a right manner, right way. Similarly, if you're born into a family with a struggling family, or a situation where there are limited resources or less resources, here you have an opportunity to understand, to be grounded, to be compassionate, to be strong, to develop strength. But what happens? Absolutely opposite of this happens. Is it or is it not? If we get abundance of resources in our life, we misuse it. We 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 want more of it. We don't know how to handle it or use it in a right way. Similarly, if we are experiencing hardships or struggle, if we have struggling family, struggling environment, we become more harder. We become more and more tough from inside, not in a way of strength, in a way of being emotionless, heartless. You don't want to feel, you don't want to see. You're ready to fight, you're ready to attack, to 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 protect yourself, because you believe everybody is there to just hurt you or take away from you because you're struggling. So if the moment we accept our reality as is and see the opportunity to learn out of it, we everything is going to change. The whole reality is going to change. Then the moment acceptance enter, we open our doorways to really understand what is there for us to learn. Why did we choose this? Why would anybody choose to live on roadside? Why would they do that? And then when we think of karma, oh, they might have done something really bad to someone. That's why they're living such pity life, right? We start thinking that way. Again, mindset, punishment. The karma is punishing them now. But that's not the true for soul. Or that is not what karma is. Karma is simply is see, observe or understand karma as an echo. What happens when you echo? When you imagine you are on a hilltop and there's a valley in front of you and you're echoing, what happens? When you make one echo, small echo comes back to you. Then you repeat that echo with a little louder pitch. What happens? It comes back once and twice. Then again, when you increase your pitch, what happens? It comes in a multiple times, it comes back to you by, right? Similarly, what you repeat once come back to you with that same energy, same vibration. Then you repeat it again. it increased because now you've sent it once, twice, same vibration you're emitting, the same vibration again and again, same frequency again and again. So it's getting stronger while it coming back to you. So now if you keep repeating the same thoughts, same state of emotions, keep reliving them in within you and keep emitting that same energy out in the universe, that what comes back to you becomes stronger and stronger, and it can go on to lifetimes. The echo is not going to evaporate. It's going to come back to you, whether in this lifetime or in other lifetime. That it is going to come back to you, not to anybody else, to you. So it's not the punishment, it's simply the law. Reshmi is saying, why do some people get married multiple times? Why abortion happens? Why babies die after short life on earth? Maybe days or month old. Super question, Reshmi. And this book, again, Soul's Plan, is going to answer you with all of this. Again, all of this seems like, for a mind to comprehend that a soul can choose to just come for a day and go, is unrealistic. But when we read, when we truly hear these stories, when they come and tell you that they came but they were not prepared for this, or that's all they want to experience, or they wanted to prepare themselves more. If I'm talking about the topic of when you said, why do babies die after short life on earth? Some souls want to experience or want to give some of their gifts in that period of time, and they're over. They do not have anything left to experience on that, in this planet anymore, and they go back. But for our mind to comprehend this becomes unrealistic. That why would they do that? Because we see things differently, we see from a different mindset. We fear death, but for a soul there is no death. We don't want to die. We keep on we make sure that no matter what happens, we don't want to die. No matter, it may seems harsh, what I'm saying or what I'm gonna say, but that is what the reality is. People keep on really destroy their bodies to keep on just living on this planet. They simply destroy their bodies. They simply uh, really dissect their body just to keep on living on this planet, because they don't want to die. They fear the unknown beyond the death. But my dear masters, my dear gods, there is nothing unknown after that. Again, if we go back to the topic of art of dreaming or understanding astral planes, if we understand astral planes, we understand what really happens after death. Where do we go after death? To understand, read. That's why reading, write information, write books, write spiritual books is so important. Because when we open our paradigms, when we open our mind, when we open our consciousness to the reality, to the truth, we come out of the darkness of untruth. So, Reshmi, this topic is very beautiful, and I'm surely gonna take it up. But today's topic is a little different, so let me get back to it. And all of this that you have asked is beautifully answered in this book, Soul's Plan. Trust me, literally all of these questions is being answered in that book. There are many cases of people who have told, by in going into regression, that why they chose this challenge in this particular reality. And if you're going to read that book, you're going to be like, your mouth is going to be, what? How? Why? Trust me on that. Trust me on that. So I really hope and I really suggest you to read that book, and it would be wonderful. All right. How can we break this law? Why do we want to break the law? Kali Shakti, why do we want to break a law? How can one break a law? Law is a law of this universe. This is the law. And actually, this is not just for this universe. This is a cosmic law. There are for particular laws that are only applicable on this planet, but this particular one is is kind of a universal intelligence system. I really do want to talk about what do you mean by how can we break the law? Because let's talk about it to really understand what is that you want from it, from your question. Okay. We'll take the questions in the end. Please be with me, and I'm going to read all of it. But let me complete because there's so much that I want to share with you today. Now, let's understand that till now we understand that karma is individual, but karma is not just individual. Families together also have karma. Nation also have karma. As a nation together also have a karma. And groups also have karma, particular groups that you are aligned towards with. When many people hold similar, okay, when many people hold similar beliefs, their reality also becomes similar and they align. That's why we say, right, like-minded. You be who you are and you'll find your tribe, you find your people. How? Because that's what you are, again, what energy you are sending out, you attract certain people who are vibrating on that frequency, and you become a certain group because your beliefs are similar, your mindsets are similar. How do you have nation karma? Now first let's understand what is family karma. I'm sure you must have you have heard about generational trauma, right? What is that? How does that happen when we say we are not our families, we choose that family? Then how is that generational trauma transferred to us? If you have chose that family just in this lifetime, then how that has become generational trauma, right? I just chose this particular family for my this particular lifetime because, again, understanding is something I believe in as a woman, is something I'm comprehending, and I've in my core there's certain patterns, certain beliefs that I've settled in or embedded those beliefs in myself. I'm definitely gonna speak or act from those beliefs. My emotions, my way of treating others or way of dealing with situations will come from those beliefs and emotions and understanding and thought patterns, and I'm going to give that back. I'm going to give that treatment to my children, and they are going to develop themselves in that environment, that understanding, that belief pattern. They will accumulate those core beliefs, whatever they take it from, whatever beliefs they want to pick and choose, whatever trauma they choose. So that's how we transmit traumas from one generation to another generation unless we wake up. The moment you wake up, you stop repeating or intaking those trauma, because now you are removing, you're whitewashing all those programmings and rewriting with the conscious beliefs system, with the conscious choices of thoughts that you're developing now, the choices of understanding truly from those emotions why those emotions were ever in you. Why did you feel this way? Why did you feel that you need to struggle to get love, to be loved, to feel loved, to accept love, to give love? Why was it that way? When you start changing that, you start breaking the chain of transmuting that trauma, transmuting that karma to further. And that's how you break it. Same goes with the nation. We, as a nation, we could experience same kind of beliefs, same kind of pain, same kind of sadness, following the same kind of rules that been put, same kind of laws that been put, or understanding of working of system that been put. And because we are part of it, we believe that what society is asking us to be, we need to be that, no matter how it is making us feel, or what truly are points, or our understanding of that situation is, right? What society will think. If they ask us to do certain things, we have to do it. You have to, because as women, I know for certain, I will only speak about that. If you have to get married in certain age, by the certain age, because that is what society asks you to be, you have to marry by that age. So what is happening now, if I believe into it, and if this is not what my experience is, the pain I'm going to experience, because the pressure, the 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 norms of society I'm intaking, that I am not good enough to be a woman of a value, because I am not married till now, I do not have some kids till now. I'm just speaking because what I've heard and seen more. If you are not the earning member as a man, you're not good enough, because that's what society see you as. If you have not achieved certain things, and it can go more deeper, these are very surface level things. We'll talk about that, Reshni. Very interesting questions. I'm loving it. So that's how we become part of mass group karmas. Now we understand one more important thing. Everything is important in this topic. Karma is not a bill that universe is blasting on us or holding, waiting to hand it to us. Karma is, again, like how I said, if we start taking karma as an opportunity or as a feedback, the identity from which we live attracts matching situation. This is the feedback. If we live with guilt, we get guilt based situation. If we live with self respect, we get self respect based situation. That is it. Willpower does not mean forcing ourselves. That okay, I have a will, I will force myself in believing this, or I'll force myself in achieving this. Willpower means breaking our uh, automated, or automatic responses or reaction. Responses are not automated. I'm sorry, I'll correct myself. Reactions. When we pause and ask, which version do I want to choose? Reaction or reaction or response? Reaction is coming from your old karma. Response is your new karma. And again, karma is such a heavy word for us that, okay, new karma, oh my God, I'm again gonna create new karma. You are creating anyway. Every act is a new karma. You choose whether now you're going to consciously create or repeat from your past by reacting the same way, by believing in the same manner of the situation and in experiencing the same result. So that choice is ours. So karma is simply a feedback showing you again and again, hey, now you have an opportunity. Choose wisely. Now let's understand there are also levels of karma. Sometimes lesson comes through the body. Through how? Through the body, through diseases. Sometimes it comes through emotions, through heartbreaks, through betrayal, or sometimes it comes through mind, through confusion, through not able to make a being very undecisive. Sometimes it comes through ego, through insult. So it works on these all these levels. Physical body, disease will come. Emotional body, your emotions will get impact very deeply. It comes through your mind. Confusion, a lot of confusion. You live in confusion all the time. It comes through your ego, spiritual body, through insult. But every level, the same question is asked: who are we becoming through this experience? If suffering makes us more sensitive, karma is working. If suffering is making us more harder, karma will repeat. Okay, again, maybe the way you've so we cannot break the law. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking, Kali Shakti, and that's what I'm talking, GT. How what is the right thing that we can do to detach from the group or family or country, right? That's what you're asking, and that's what Kali is asking. How to get out of that repetition? That is not breaking the law, my dear. That was maybe the way you have asked is wrong. That is not, we cannot break the law. The law is simply what you emit out is going to come back, is coming back to you. It's simply reflecting back to you. So if you want to break out of some certain repetition, we have to truly understand what why I'm getting this back as my reality. Why did I find myself in certain group? Why I always attract certain kind of friends in my life, certain kind of partners in my life? Why did I choose this family? That why is going to break that repetition of this pattern. When you ask why, you will understand. That's what I just said. When you see all of these as a feedback, okay, every time I have so I attract friends who do not listen to me and overpower me, or who disrespect me, do not let me speak or express, or they always go and find somebody better and make me feel betrayed. Why do I keep on repeating that? What is the feedback here? You that maybe we do not feel worthy enough, we do not feel respect, we do not respect ourselves enough to be able to be finding ourselves, though those friends, those humans, as a feedback from the universe ki, hey, see, you did not respect yourself enough, so I'm gonna give you uh, certain helpers in your life who will show you what's going on truly within you, so that you start changing yourself and then start attracting what you truly want to experience. Nobody wants to be experience betrayal. Nobody wants to feel disrespected. So they simply, again, nobody here is our enemy, or making, doing something wrong with us. They're simply partnering with us in understanding what's really sitting deeply within us. You and you only exist. Everything out of you, outside of you, is simply merely reflecting who you truly are. When we see this world as this, everything changes. If something, I'm sitting like this and talking like this, and anybody of you started commenting, hey, s- something they commented. If I took that comment and if I made that my as my reality, oh, no, I have to be like this, or I have to act like this, I don't have to be as how truly I'm feeling, as free to be. I don't have to be like that because somebody has commented. I've taken that, made that my reality, and start acting out of it to protect myself. That changed everything. But if I am truly, and I'm going to make it more clear in coming forth what I'm going to speak, but understanding, if we understand whatever is coming in our reality is simply telling you, if I had that doubt in myself, if I was fearful of being myself in front of people, I will get as many comments, I will get assumptions, I'll get judged, because I have that fear of being judged. So I will get as much judged that, like, my mind will blow. Like, I'll be like, okay, now I'm not never gonna come. I'm never gonna open my video ever again because I'm gonna get judged. It's not that they are judging, they are simply emitting the energy that we I am vibrating it. I am in a fear of being judged. So they are judging. And that becomes our reality, and we do not understand. We think, see, the world is so rude, the world is so bad, they just don't want me to live. But what is happening is they're telling you that, hey, you have a fear of being judged. So the moment you accept that, the moment you change that reality within you, you stop judging your own self. The moment I'm confident truly about myself, even if somebody comments from their own mindset, I'll not take it because it's not my reality. It will not reach me at all because I'm not vibrating in that frequency anymore. And there will be a moment that it cannot dare to come in my reality anymore. Even if an ounce of that belief still stayed in my cells or in within me, it may come. It may not impact me in that manner that it used to, but it will still be there. The moment it gets out of my system completely, it will never come in my reality ever. It can still exist. Judgment will may still exist in the world, but it's not my reality anymore. You're understanding? Okay. So like how understanding that karma comes can also come, that karma has levels. Now we must understand that as a soul, sometimes we choose themes. For example, for some people, power can be a theme of this lifetime. That the all the lessons around in their life, this life will revolve around power, of having too much of power or having no power at all. For someone, it could be money. They have a lot of money, or they have a huge money challenge. For someone, it could be love. For someone, it could be freedom. For someone, it could be self respect. So, these are kind of themes that life keep examining us on the basis of topics or the themes that we have chosen for ourselves, for our learning in this lifetime. So that topic will keep on coming on until we do a PhD on it, and write thesis on it, do deep research, and move on to another topic. Can we see life as this? The moment we see life this as this reality, which this is the truth, everything opens up. You see, you connect all the dots that you have been experiencing and make sense out of it. Okay, now I don't see myself as a victim. I need to learn, and this is not my reality. This is something that I need to learn and move beyond out of. If I've chosen a struggling family, that is not my reality. My mind is comprehending this as this reality. This box is my reality. The moment you shift, you learn that this is not my reality. I need to learn, take some lessons, learn out of it what I need to learn, what this box is teaching me, why I'm in this box. The moment that why is answered, boom, the box is open and you're ready to fly. But when we just see that as our reality, we are caged in that reality. Repetition of that reality is. Now, let's understand this point a little more deeper. I want to bring some practical understanding towards how this works, how karma works on these levels. Okay. Karma is not only what you do to others. Okay, you're also creating karma through our we are also creating karma through our bodies. I'm gonna take all the questions later. Okay, so please stay with me. We are also creating our karmas through our body. In this whole course, we have repeated this multiple times, that you are not just what you are. Your physical body is being created by what you eat, yes, but your emotional body is also getting created by what you're feeling, what your emotions are, what emotions you live in, what are your prominent emotions which keep surfacing. That is what your emotional body is shaping out of. Your mental body is shaped out of what are the prominent thoughts, belief patterns, core belief patterns that you have. Yeah, in the previous session also, in the astral art of dreaming also, we talked about this. So this means we are not only creating our destiny by the way we think, by the way we act, by the way we feel. We are also daily, a moment to moment, we are creating this physical body, because all of these bodies, which are energetic bodies, are also creating or shaping this physical body, or impacting this physical body. Right? Let's understand it more. If you eat uh, oily food, let's say, or junk food, or a little heavy food, meat based food, what happens? It's heavy, oily, processed. Then it will take a lot of time for your stomach to digest it. All your energy is taken by your digestive system to break it down for your to you know move further, right? That's the function of it. You cannot not do it. If you intake certain food, it has to be broken down, right? So all the energy that you might have been accumulating by sleeping or by meditating is being used by your organs to function. You do not left any to now wisely think or consciously use. Now if you, of course, your thoughts also taking your energy, your emotions are also taking the energy, then again you is left with zero energy. You take, you leak, you take, you give, in all these processes your body becomes slow, laziness increases, the body keeps on feeling heavy, 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 the mind also become heavy. Meditation is also not helping, and it becomes difficult for you to sit in meditation again, because so much of heaviness that's been burden up. Discipline feels difficult. Life decisions feel so confused, so difficult. So what you're eating is not only impacting on your physical body, it's also impacting on the choices that you are taking in the future. Now look at on thoughts. If you keep repeating the same thought daily, give me a second. Okay. Now I'm quickly gonna talk about what I want to deliver today. We're almost there. Please stay with me. I know the time is already up, but if you are liking this, please stay with me. Now let's look at on the thoughts. If we keep on repeating the same thoughts daily, I am weak, I am not worthy enough, I do not deserve love, I have to fight to be loved, I need to fight to be experiencing love, or people do not treat me fairly, my life is tough. If And then these thoughts do not just spoil our mood, they are not just making us feel drowned or sad. They're creating our mental pattern, and then life give us same situations where we feel weak. They give us more situation where we feel victimized, more powerless. So negative thinking does not only ruin your today, it is also ruining your future, your tomorrow's reality. Because universe do not understand no, that I don't want to feel victim. If you don't want to feel victim, then how even that is your reality, your inner reality, your belief that you are victim. If you don't want to feel it, just simply don't feel it. And we find it hard. We find really hard to do that, because we cannot let go of that feeling. We are consumed by it. If you don't want to feel certain, you don't want to feel disrespected, you have all the power, but we give this power to our other people. You have all the power to not feel disrespected. Start respecting yourself, start respecting your own decisions. if somebody calls you and you do not feel like talking to them, but you have to take the call to please them, or else they will feel certain way. See, again, healthy boundaries. I'm sure you must have understood. Speak your heart out, express yourself that, hey, I'm not feeling, I'm really not feeling in a right, I'm not in right alignment to talk, but I really appreciate you being thinking of me to call, and I'm going to connect back to you whenever I am in a position to. You have done your job by being true to yourself, and that's all is required. What we do is we start assuming, hey, if I'm going to say this, they're going to come back with this. They may feel, hey, what a girl, she has so many moods and all of that. She's never available, or she's that, or he's that, or he, whatever that understanding is. We assume that, and again, if we assuming is thoughts, thought is emotion, emotion is creating a reality. It's that webbed. So simply just live. We're going to understand that. We're going to come to that. Now let's understand emotions. If we keep suppressing anger or keep suppressing our uh, expression, or if we do not process the sadness that we are experiencing, we always sideline it by saying that I have a lot of work to do, I cannot process this right now, what happened to me, I just got heartbroken, but I cannot process, I need to finish this, I need to focus on my work career, I need to get on the ladder. What will happen? These emotions do not stay only in the mind. Okay, whenever I have time, whenever I have the, whenever I get some time, I'll process it. Right now, I cannot. They get stored as a part of your body, sometimes as acidity, sometimes as back pain, sometimes as high blood pressure, or headache, or fatigue. So, what you are feeling is not just a feeling, it becomes your future body. It becomes how your body is going to talk to you or respond to you. And then we say that, hey, I'm eating fine, I'm taking care of my exercise, I'm taking care of all the workout sessions. Then still, why do I have this disease, or why I'm catching up this feeling this way? Because we did not take care of the emotions when it came, or when we were feeling it. We sidelined it. They did not just evaporate it, or they did not, you cannot lock them up and throw the key in the river and forget about it. It gets stored in our body and then come as disease. So that's why we keep on repeating this, that your that we are shaping our body, our mind, our emotional system together. We, and all of this together is shaping our destiny. That's how we are creating our reality. Simple. This is not some woohoo, or this is not certain magic, oh, you are the creator of your reality. This is the map. This is how we are creating our reality. So if we keep a check on what we are intaking through, if we take care of this body, if we clean this body daily, if we keep it light, if we understand and release emotions as they come and go, we keep our energy light. And if we keep our energy light, we become that light. Life solution also become easier for us. They are also lighter. They're not heavy. No matter what the problem can remain the same, but the way we are going to deal with it, the way we are going to handle becomes stronger, becomes more full of light. Do we understand that? So karma does not only mean what we do to others, it also means what we do to ourselves, specifically what we do to ourselves. So the more conscious you are, the more aware you are, the less unconscious karma you're going to create. The moment we understand this, we're going to stop blaming everything and anything in our life. We all have an inner guide within us that keeps guiding us, that keeps showing us what is aligning to our truth and what is not. Why do we sometimes, when we are doing something, why do we feel such heavy heart? Why do our heart start pumping fast and we feel anxious and we do not feel that it's the right thing? Why? What, from where does it comes? It is the inner guide that is telling you. Why do we feel in certain situations that, oh my god, this is great, I feel so light, I feel so happy, I feel so excited, I think I'm going in the right direction? Why does that happen? How does that happen? That is the inner guide telling you. Your intuition is your karmic GPS. Big words. Intuition is your karmic GPS. If we move with our excitement and our inner clarity without obsessing with the result, then slowly we rise above the web of cause and effect. Here is your answer, Kali Shakti. The more you act out of that inner clarity, the more you act on the excitement, whatever is exciting you, and you're acting on it, you cut yourself from this web of repetition. Cause and effect. Cause is what you are feeling, effect is what you're receiving as an experience. Because now you are creating your reality aligned with your higher mind, with your soul plan, with your soul's evolution, whatever that is, whatever that takes. And you stop blaming or putting the power outside of you. When we work without expectations, without reward, without desire of being appreciated or our name to be flashed or our name to be built, an image to be built, we enter a different law. And this is not some act of a divine, that divine people do not have desires or they do not have expectation. This is not that. I'm not talking about something which we feel this is out of a reach. Yeah, this thing only those people can do who are living their life in Himalayas or in who are separate from sansara, from this society, from this world. No, we think this as out of our reach, that working out without any expectation, without any having the feeling of reward, how can I do that? I want something. If I'm doing so much of work, I'm putting so much of effort in something, doing something, I want a reward, right? Do we feel that way or not? Okay, Reshmi, you have a lot of questions and I'm loving it. But you said, why does thanks, Kali. Yep, that is true. And I'm gonna talk about, okay, Reshmi, maybe I'm gonna come to you later on. Let me quickly finish it. Okay. Look, normally that is what the truth is. Let's be very practical here. Either we want, why do we do work, why do we do anything in our life? Either we want something, if we want money, we want respect, we want to be seen, we want to be appreciated, we want to be praised, we want security. or we want to build an image. I must look good. What will people think? I must be special. People should find me that, hey, I have something to give. I'm not a dumb person. If I'm sitting in a room full of people, I need to speak. I need to involve in what they're talking to be, be part of the society. I cannot sit silent. I'll look like I'm a dumb person. I don't know anything. What does this mean? This simply means that we are doing something, we are acting out by focusing on the future result. I want this, that's why I'm doing this. I want, like, our doing is not coming naturally to us because we want something from our future. That is what defining our present moment. So we always, our focus is always in the future, which is indecisive. You cannot define future. You cannot tell whether you're going to receive it or not. But your focus is on the result. There is the tension inside whether I'm going to get it or not, whether they are going to see me or not, they're going to appreciate me or not. But your mind, what's going on in our mind, it should happen. I'm putting a lot of efforts in it. It must be like this. I have done a lot of hard work to reach here. I must get this position. Now, what? This is where the bondage begins. Now you're not working hard because it's making you, it's your passion. It makes you feel alive, or it really boosts you or motivates you to live more. You're doing it because you want certain things back from it. So your peace is in the result. You put all your peace, mind peace, emotional peace, your physical peace also in that result. And if you don't get it, everything is shattered. Now think, when we work just because it feels right, how calm your nervous system would be. If you feel what naturally comes to you and not because what is being asked of you to make yourself feel that you are good enough, to feel that okay, you have achieved something in life, or you are doing something right, because something, you do something or you're acting all the time because it's naturally coming from your heart, without thinking what will you get out of it. There is no pressure at all. Your nervous system is so calm. You're so relaxed. You are so at peace. You're free. This is the real moksha. This is the real moksha. The moksha is not running to avoid the reality or avoiding the samsara and living in a secular place and be at peace. That also not gonna give you peace. So understand, a river flows because its nature is to flow. It do not think that I have to meet the ocean. I have to become a bigger part. That's why I have to flow through these rocky surfaces. It simply flows. So when we work like this naturally, honestly, without calculations, then the doer, then the doer in us reduces and the flow increases. And that's how we get out of the cycle of doing. Then we become what we are. And we slowly shift from the law of karma to the higher law. We are where we are not simply acting from our reactions or for somebody's reactions or from reward or for um, feeling certain way, but from awareness. And now I'm going to end this session, this beautiful session, by saying a beautiful quote, a beautiful, not a quote, a shlok from Bhagavad Gita. And please pardon me if I slip with the pronunciation, but I'll try my best to be very particular about it. Okay. Karmane vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhur ma te sangostva karmani. I really hope I have pronounced this Sanskrit shlok right. And what does it mean? It simply means that we are not attached to the act that we are doing. When we are not attached with the act that we are doing, we become free. So keep on doing what you want to do or what is coming naturally to you, and forget about what you're gonna receive as a fruit. The moment we do that, we are free. We are free, we are free, we are free. And this is what this session beautifully combines. And with that, Prem, thank you. Thank you, Prem. Reshmi, all of your questions are not actually related to karma, but they are beautiful questions. And I would love to take them. But since we are running out of time today, we have to. Do we have all the screenshots of the question, guys? Sandhya,
Yes,
Edith.
we have it. We have it.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you for doing that. We have your questions with us, and the moment next question answer session is going to come, though we have let me see, do we have question answer session left? Oh, we do not have any more question and answer session. All right. We only have few days left, guys. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left for this session to be over, for this course to be over. But your questions are not going to get left unanswered. I'm gonna come back to you with the answers either in the group. I hope you're in our WhatsApp group, and I'm gonna come back to you. I have your questions, and I'm gonna come back to you. So stay tuned with us, stay with us, and it's going to come. And also, by the time I come back to you, I want you to read this book. Start with this book, Your Soul's Plan. You will get all of these answers without me being a medium. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And when you do that, I hope you I know you're going to find your answers, because I'm also going to answer you from the wisdom that I've received from that book. And understanding that I have developed by reading that book. All right, masters. Uh, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kali Shakti, for being here, and all of you for giving me this opportunity to speak. It was lovely sharing this wisdom, and we will see you all tomorrow. Do not miss tomorrow's session. We have a master class, same time, same time. We have a lovely master, Lucy, coming. She's a certified nutritionist. She's a certified coach, health coach, and she'll be giving her life experience and her lifetime knowledge on understanding why do we need to adapt plant-based living. So we just understood that how much we owe to our body. If we eat light, we stay light, and it's all correlated. Tomorrow we're going to understand how can we integrate that. So with that, thank you.